This is Louise here at the Property Education Company with your latest Flash Friday finance update. Oh, and of course, we're all madly wearing masks. Oh, I must share and show you my beautiful mask. Ta-da! However, you can see the gorgeous gingerbread man that Penny got this morning to cheer herself up. But you know, okay, masks might not stop a virus because viruses are just too small, but they do stop the droplets that people might cough up on you. So it's probably a good idea to wear them. And I gather that in places that have been wearing them, there's less transmission. So we're all about that, keeping ourselves safe, particularly anyone who's vulnerable. So make sure you're wearing a mask, particularly if you're coughing. But anyway, I just love this gingerbread man. So what we're updating today, what are the banks looking for from you when you're considering a home loan? Some of the terms that are flying around, some team activities, what my team have been up to, and some fun websites just to cheer us up, because I think we need it sometimes. Oh yes, of course, the disclaimer. Yay, I've remembered to include it. So make sure you can read that at your leisure and it'll be attached below. So first up, what are banks looking for from you at the moment? And it's really still COVID central and they're very intense, but there's something new that happened on the 1st of July, and that is the open banking system. And that means they have access to a huge amount of data of yours, depending on which bank. They might have all of them. So any bank you're at, in the four majors, certainly are sharing all of that data. So they can actually review credit cards, savings accounts, and loans, the whole gamut. So even after approval today, let me tell you, at the moment, some lenders are asking for a payslip or proof that the pay has gone into your bank account. So they want, even though they can see it sometimes, they're still asking us to provide copies of those savings accounts right up to the time you've had approval, and maybe even after approval, just before settlement. So they're still checking and worried that you've agreed to some loan without still having a job. So they want confirmation. Some lender today told us that they want you to email from your work email address to the bank to confirm that you're still employed there. So it's tricky, I'll tell you, there's lots of changes in that space. And despite Westpac categorically winning the Wagyu and Wine case, the legal case with ASIC on living expenses, because they argued that people can change, and people do go from spending a little bit or more likely a lot and then reducing it down for just the period when they're trying to pay a home off, because naturally the home comes first. But due to open banking, the lenders may now be asking you for extra explanation. So they go, well, this is what we've seen on your credit cards and on your savings accounts. If it didn't match up to what you'd actually submitted on the application, they might be asking you to justify or prove what your expenses are and what you're going to do about it. Don't think it's fatal, we've got to know what you're doing. You really need some assistance in this space, I can tell you. At the moment, rate reviews and changes in interest rates are happening in a lot of lenders, whereas before we'd get some certainty that matched the RBA movements. They don't do that anymore, and they can now change their rate on a whim and a prayer, all depending on how much business they've got going, how busy they are. So they'll raise their rates or they'll lower their rates, all depending on what's happening in their business. Because if it suits them, then they'll go buy business and give you some offers. If it doesn't, then they might change things. So it is really hard work keeping up at the moment, but there are lots of opportunities, and I can promise you there's a huge range, and we are doing our best to keep up with it for everyone. But if you want any guidance, please make sure you call us. So in the name, we thought there'd be a lot more FOMO going on, which is the fear of not getting out in time. And we did have a bit of that with vendors back in the March period, where a couple of our purchasing clients did really well in negotiating with vendors, but that has since dried up. And now we're certainly getting a bit of FOMO on that for purchases, because the fear of missing out it's vital. There's so few properties coming up for sale that clients have got to move quite quickly, and some people are paying way over the odds for places that they wouldn't have paid the same amount even 3 months ago. So keep that in mind when you're going to make an offer. You want to be fully ready with your offer, all ready, packaged up, and as unconditional as you can make it. So we're here to help you with that. And Henry's is not a person's name, but it's another acronym for people, those high earners. But my client Brooke, who we've done a talk with this week, she is going to be, we're going to send you that next week. So watch out for that, because that's really fun to listen to. And she describes her journey through lending and buying her property. So some cheer up websites. These are fun features that I just love. And if you're feeling a bit or a bit worn out of it all, I get it, totally. I go here totally for cheering up. So the first one, I love this. I used to cough to cover my fart, and now I fart to cover my cough. And this is from the Inappropriate Gift Company, and they have some fantastic things that you can buy. I highly recommend this website. It's good fun. It's an Australian girl. She's actually been suffering from cancer, and she's been treated and doing really well. And she has all these fun things about cancer and overcoming it too. So she's a great inspiration. Have a look at that website. It's awesome. Also, despair.com. I know in the name, but really and truly, it's fabulous. And it just cheers you up to laugh about what's going on. And it said, motivation. If a pretty poster, as you can read, if a pretty poster and a cute saying are all it takes to motivate you, you probably have a very easy job. The kind robots will be doing soon. And there's heaps of these on their website, so check them out as well. And finally, there's what have I got? Let's see. Oh, challenge. I expected times like this, but never thought they'd be so bad, so long and so frequent, particularly with that extra lockdown that's just been really wearing. But you know, it almost felt better because they put a time frame on it, so I was pretty pleased. It almost made it more copable. And here's my lovely team. I've got Daisy on the top left, who's in the Philippines. She helps with all marketing. Sanju's in Nepal. He's awesome with doing rate reviews and chasing up things post-settlement for us. Kenna is fabulous. She helps chase the banks. She's also in the Philippines and Cebu. They're all working at home. All of us work at home at the moment, and most of us did before. So some of them went to the office, some didn't, but you know, we're all working at home and managing beautifully across the globe. It's amazing. Penny, the fabulous Penny's working at Wood End, and she's a huge asset. She's just qualified to be a broker and will soon be working with us as a full-time broker. Andrea Lewis has been with us for many years, and she's a star in looking after customers, and she might be giving you a call about something, so you never know. But no, we're here for you, and if you need help, please if you just need to talk or whatever, or you never worry about money alone, it's never worth it, okay? And I've messed this up. To show you just on Zoom, we'll go back, to show you on Zoom, this is a hint on Zoom. They has and I've covered it up unfortunately, but it says on the, it's got this feature that says on the video section, you can touch up your appearance. Now, I don't think it's helped mine tremendously, but that would take a bit of doing. But it does make it gets rid of zits and other things for people I've seen. It's quite remarkable. So anyway, have a look. And what fun, just touch up your appearance on Zoom. I wish that worked every morning in the mirror, but anyway. Next, we're here to help you. If you need any help, please give us a call. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.